Do you believe in life after love? I really don't seem to care enough. Hi everyone, here is my grocery haul for my family of 13. But first, coffee. Wonder what she's up to. And you know what? Even more so than that, what's she gonna do come TikTok end? When does TikTok get banned? When is it? Could soon be outlawed, but Donald Trump asked for a delay. Well, yeah, the government's pretty good at that. They're not usually good at, like, overturning things or, like, saving things. They're usually good about just kicking the can down the road and, you know, pushing it back. Gives January 19th. January 19th. I thought it was like the 13th for some reason. Banned legislation on January 10th. Just 9 days before the ban could go into effect. With Donald Trump becoming president, he aims to put an end. I don't know. But we are getting closer and closer every day to the end of what appears to be TikTok.com, which is a little crazy. Twitch, that website. Yes. Had a brain freeze for a second. I hope that everyone is doing well. Did Amberlynn unblock you? I don't know. Let me look. Probably not. I think Amberlynn's pissed at me. Let me find it. What is her name? Hectic Amby? Hectic. Is it still hectic.amby? Yeah, no, I'm still blocked. Amberlynn, you want unblocked on here? I want unblocked on Instagram. No, but really, the more I think about, like, what happened a few nights ago with Amberlynn coming in here and, like, you know what? It's just like, I don't like how she comes in here and, like, bulldozes over, you know, it's like, oh, you know, big woman on the computer typing up a big wall of text and pressing enter. It's like, if you have something to say, you have a platform that's even bigger than mine. You can make your own video. You can have your own response. I mean, why come in here? You know, she doesn't get to run shit. She doesn't get to come in here and act like she runs shit. No. She blocked you from her comments too. I can't say your name. Oh, you're not allowed to type Jordy in her thing? George, did you see the fake video of... Wait. Okay, so I'll just talk about this now. So we're going to look at her latest upload. It's like a Q&A video. And then we're going to do some other stuff. I know that there's a lot on the internet right now in terms of, like... Walnut and like some website and like apparently Amberlynn like had an account that she was like this is all alleged, by the way. This is all alleged. I want to preface with that. But you know, it's like it's all this allegedness and there's some account on one of those weird websites that Emily used to frequent or, you know, is associated with or whatever. And they were like allegedly selling the information, and then people got scammed because they paid for something that they never received, or I don't like people on some website or like apparently like the fat people, like the feeding people, like that community, I guess if you want to call them that herd, they're bad. They're pissed. They're pissed at Amberlynn. They're pissed at Emily. Apparently, I don't really know. All of that stuff is alleged, but apparently, like the rumors going around right now is that they had accounts up on some weird website and they were like selling that kind of content. Do I believe it? I mean, I don't know if I believe it. I really think that Walnut's Emily. She likes to go by Willow or Oak. She definitely would use that username. I mean, it just seems very strange to like make it so apparent. Like it's like I think that like do you want to get caught? If that's true, and this accounts her and everything, and like all of the rumors that are being accused are correct, it's like, do you want to get caught? Because I mean, that's really easy to track down. That's really easy to just like click on the profile, see the location, and put two and two together. I mean, obviously it's someone posing as them with the fake location and doing this kind of stuff to make it look like it was them. Or, I mean, it's just them, and they're just being not smart about it. But, I don't know. She wants to be a YouTube sensation. She likes the attention. I guess. I just think, like, I say this all the time. After what happened originally, back in summer, when all of these screenshots came out of Emily and the ex, I mean, really, that should have served as, like, kind of a shock to Emily. It's like, okay, well, this is the kind of attention that you're going to get. This is the stuff that people found out about you on the internet, and this is what people are going to know you as and what people are going to talk about. So, I mean, you can dump Amberlynn and you can get away with this and you can move on with your life, or you can continue to stay in the mud. And that's what Emily did. She continued to stay in the mud. She stayed in a relationship with Amberlynn. I mean, she continued to like DM people and like follow weird accounts and stuff. So like more information came out about her. It's like, you have to think at one point, it's like, do you like this kind of attention? Do you want to like, I don't know. Another thing that we got to talk about real quick is Erica. Someone reached out to Erica, and basically the conversation went like, hey, did you see that Amberlynn's kind of accusing you of revenge porn? Did you see that Amberlynn is saying that you were the one that sent around this video of the cookie, of the sexy cookie video? Erica responded to this person and said, I don't think about girl world. I don't want to be involved in internet drama. All I want to, like the message just said some to extent. It was like, all I want to do is work out and mind my own business. So I guess that Erica is not really interested in girl world. So I guess the main takeaway is Erica says that she didn't do it. Erica says that because this cookie video came out recently, it wasn't by her doing. So, I mean, as far as we know, Erica had access to the cookie video because Amberlynn made it for her. And then I guess Brittany had access to it just by default because they were married, access to the same devices, whatever. But as far as that goes, I mean, Amber had it, Alexis had it, Erica, Brittany, that's 4 people. So, I mean, you know what? It's just like one of those things. It's like, you think 4 people have it, but like, who knows? Who knows what happened to it? And I mean, that's the kind of the risk that you take when you make those kind of videos. I mean, Amberlynn, a thought definitely should have gone through Amberlynn's head at one point. There should have registered with her at one point when she was making that video. Okay, I like this person. I'm in a relationship with this person. But as much as I like this person, to make that kind of content, there still has to be something that goes through your head that thinks, I have to be okay with the rest of the internet seeing this. I mean, I don't know. she would have been a little bit naive to think that to make that video and it would have been solely for Erica, and like she would have been okay with it, with other people being like potentially being seen with it, because like that's kind of the messy gray area that comes with making that kind of content. It's like you kind of have to think in the back of your head. It's like, okay, would I be okay with other people seeing this in the event of the worst case scenario playing out? I don't know. I mean, but it didn't really seem like Amber was too bothered about it. I mean, I don't know if she wanted people to see this. I don't think that she really, I mean, I certainly don't think that she feels the way that she communicated in her community tab when she was saying stuff like, I feel violated. This was a misuse of my trust, blah, 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 blah. I don't think that she feels that way, because a few months back she says, I don't care. I don't think it's that bad. Maybe I'll release it myself. Ha, ha, ha. And then just a few days ago, all right, who did it? Who released the cookie video? Come on, fess up. Who did it? Like, I don't know. So that just kind of suggests to me that, like, when Amber made it in the first place, it doesn't really seem like she necessarily cares that it got out. And I mean, like, yes, the video is explicit, but it's like not at the same time. I mean, I don't know what constitutes actual corn and, you know, like soft corn. I'd imagine there's varying levels to it, but like in that video, I mean, things are still covered up. I don't know. NF, thank you so much. Oh, that was 2 days ago. Sorry. Lorelai, thank you for 6 months. Hi, how you doing, Lorelai? Happy New Year to you. Oh yeah, I forgot to say that. Happy New Year, everybody. It is now 2025. A new year has begun. Oh my gosh. Coming up on my 3rd anniversary of doing YouTube. I think that I started, about 3 years ago. I think February of 2022 was the first video that I ever made. That could actually be fun to do as like an anniversary. We could go back and look at my first ever video, my first ever reaction I did. I think it was to the video of her eating Taco Bell. Like one of the first videos that I ever did as a reaction to Amberlynn, it was her eating the Doritos Locos tacos from Taco Bell. And she like got the meat, she like got rid of the meat and just ate the shell. I think that was the first video I ever did. And then it was like a Bath and Body Works haul. The repeated lip biting was so corny. Lip biting. Really very annoying, thank you. Heavy Amber breathing, I've been waiting for you. Thank you, really very annoying. Glad you could be here another stream. Pillow-based couch, thank you for the super chat. Oh lordy, it's Cher. I'm Cher, goddammit. I put La Mer on my toast. Risen Lestat, thank you. That's the song my demon roommate played in Buffy. Oh, that's the song the demon roommate played in Buffy. I'd never seen Buffy. Is Buffy's 90s or is that early 2000s? I think that was a little bit before my time. Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Yeah, that was a little bit before my time. But, oh, okay. Demon roommate. Hypertensive Tomato, hey there. Happy New Year, Jordy and the girls. Happy New Year to you, Hypertensive Tomato. Thank you for sending that in. Miaggie, hey Miaggie. 8 months, almost a full-term baby. Been a crazy ride. Thank you, Lord Jordamort, for feeding us every night. Feeding you? Can we think of a better word than feeding? Entertaining? I don't know. I don't know. Not that word. Not that word. I think that word could be reserved for other scenarios. Robert S., thank you. I had a cookie from Jimmy John's in honor of our favorite fupa. I'm glad Amber is embracing revenue streams too. I always like Jimmy John's, their sign out front that says free smells. I haven't been to Jimmy John's in a minute. I had one close to me in college, but yeah, no. I don't know. Thank you, Robert. Okay, guys, how about we get hashtag started? I mean, I don't know. Thinking about like what we were going to talk about today, I was thinking like, oh, we could talk about all the Walnut stuff. We could talk about there, because I mean, there is like a lot of drama, especially if you guys look at the forums and you look at like different parts of Girl World. Because I mean, Girl World doesn't stop at reaction channels and Amberlynn's channel on YouTube. I mean, it goes further, and people talk about all sorts of things. But I mean, I don't know, the whole Walnut thing, like. I mean, basically, it's like, oh, Amberlynn and Emily had an account on some weird website, and they were, like, charging people. And now there's, like, some video out, and it's, like, a blank screen, and it's, like, the voice of a woman making, like, moaning noises, and, like, apparently that's Amber. That's been going around, too. I mean, yeah, we could take a look at everything, but I don't know. I'm thinking maybe, like, we wait a little bit more to see if anything comes of that. I don't know. Did you see her community post? What, just now? Oh. Yes, she did do a community post earlier today, and it was like, I hope we find out who's ever involved. Yeah. Let's read this real quick. So she puts this up earlier, and she didn't delete it. It's been up for 7 hours. I'm sure everyone knows about the rumors going around when it comes to Walnut. Well, I mean, you would only know about this if you had Girl World Twitter or you went on the forums. Notice how Amberlynn never wants to bring this to her channel. She never wants to clue in people or fill people in. She just assumes that everyone is reading things on different websites or watching reaction channels. I'm sure everyone already knows about. No, it's like, well, you know, for somebody that just watches your channel, Amber, no one would know what this meant. So why don't you explain it? What's going on? But she doesn't want to talk about that. She doesn't want to bring the mess to her own channel. Tommy has contacted the website personally in hopes to get this figured out, because not only is someone going to try to impersonate her, but they're trying to make people believe I sell and am part of the feed community, which I'm not and never will be. There has to be some legalities when it comes to things like this, because it is defamation. Oh God, there it is again. There's that word, defamation. Well, I mean, yeah, pretending to make content, explicit content especially, as someone else and selling it, yeah, there obviously has to be some type of, but I mean, are you guys going to address it? Is that website going to give you the information that you need? I don't think so. So, I mean, it kind of seemed like if what they're alleging is true and that this is just some anonymous person making an account to fuck with them, I mean, I don't know if they're necessarily going to find out who it is based on contacting a website, because a website can't give out personal information like that. Oh, yes, this Walnut account, this is registered to IP address, blah, 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 blah. Like, they're not going to do that. So the fact that Amberlynn here is kind of like teasing her game plan. Oh yeah, because we contacted the website and the website's going to let us know. So I mean, you're at the mercy of the website disclosing information about one of its users to you personally just because you say that you need it. That's not the way it works. There has to be some legalities when it comes to this. I think that this is not going anywhere. I don't think this is, I don't know if like the Walnut leaks and the Walnut gate and all that, I don't know if that's going to go anywhere. I don't know if new information is going to come out, but I mean, doesn't really seem like Amberlynn really has a game plan in terms of getting anything done about this. I think that she's maybe just hoping that this blows over until something new happens. I don't know. Maybe Chantal will have another car rage and people will forget all about this. Hopefully the website can provide more. So she's relying on the website to do the dirty work for her. Hopefully the website can provide information. The website's not going to give you the name, who to sue, who to call. They're not going to give you that information. If anything, they'll shut the account down. If what you're alleging is true and it wasn't just actually you guys, then I don't think that Amberlynn's actions or her like going after this is going to do anything. She needs FBI Frank to investigate. I mean, just like, I don't know how that would work. Like, how would you get someone's personal information about some website? Like a random, you know, it'd be like if I went on Twitter and was like, oh, I need this person's information. Like I contacted Twitter and said, tell me whose IP address this is, or like, tell me the name registered to this account, or like, tell me, like, they wouldn't just give that to me. There's no, Jordy, those websites need identification. There's no way it could be an impersonator. Yeah, and I mean, that's something that we talked about the other night about like how on OF, for example, you need to like verify to the website that it's you before you sell that kind of information. So whoever was allowed to sell this kind of information, they had prior authorization. I mean, is that the way that it goes on every website? I don't know. I don't know how it goes on. I know that's the case for OF. I don't know if that's the case for like Phoebe or whatever these like weird websites that they are on. I don't know. We have a ton of gifted memberships coming in. 20 gifted memberships from Water of Life. Thank you so much, Water of Life. Oh my goodness. And on top of Water of Life's very generous donation of 20 gifted memberships, Alexandra Johnson has hopped right in with 50 gifted memberships. Thank you so much, guys. 70 gifted memberships right off the bat here. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much for doing that, you guys. Alexandra Johnson, I don't know if we have an emoji for you. I can't really think of any emoji that would come out of Alexandra Johnson. If you have an emoji, if you have a preference, I would love to spam it in the chat. But until then, can we get some water-related emojis for Water of Life? Alexandra Johnson and Water of Life, thank you so much for gifting all of those subscriptions. Welcome to all of our new members. I really, really appreciate it. Emily doesn't have $12.99 anymore. Yeah, so I mean, apparently the video that was going around was trying to be sold at $12.99. So this is what Amber's doing about it. She's going to contact the website. You know what the website's going to tell her? They'll tell her, we'll look into it, and then never get back to her. But I highly doubt that this website would give her personal information. Personal information in terms of, like, who an account is registered and what Amberlynn can do to go after them. Honestly, I don't think that this will go anywhere. Will this Walnut account continue to release information about Amber? I don't know. I guess we're just going to have to wait and see. But, I mean, based on everything that has come out already, I mean, there's no faces in the videos. I mean, the couple videos I've seen, it's the video that everyone has seen, the cookie video. And then it's the video of, like, it's like a dark screen and it's like someone moaning. It's like, I mean, like, what do we do with this, you know? I don't know. Will anything come of this? Who knows? Courtney Ramone, thank you for 11 months. Thanks for keeping me sane during Crapola 2024. 1 to 2 days until 12-month member. Yay. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much, Courtney Ramone. I really appreciate that. Yes, the 12-monthers should be coming in soon. Thank you so much, Courtney. Sorry to hear your 2024 was kind of crap, but 2025, it's a new year. It's full of possibilities. I'm waiting for the mashed potato video. Yeah, I mean, but there's rumors. I heard that there was a second cookie video, the mashed potato video. I don't know. But what I will say is that I think that it is very coincidental, or not so coincidental, very fishy that Amberlynn having been on the internet for as long as she has been, we've never seen her in this capacity. And then over the past 6 months, she gets in a relationship with someone who has done this sort of thing already. And now all of the sudden, there's all this talk. It's like, okay, well, what was the added in variable here? What kind of changed things up? What kind of... And it's like, well, just got in a relationship with her. I don't think that there is a mashed potato video. I think it's just hearsay for now. Clem God, thank you. Getting ready for the biggest interview of my life. This was the break I needed. Oh boy. Well, hey, just be calm, be prepared, be confident. Make them think like that you are someone that they would want to work with. You just go in there and do your thing, Clem God. I think that you'll be just fine if you do all that. If you just listen to me. Ray, thank you for 11 months. Ray, thank you so much. One of our oldest Twitch subscribers. Thank you. Amber's Pillow-Based Couch, thank you for becoming a member. Lazy Reader, thank you for 5 months. The fact that she thinks that cookie video is sexy just proves how bad her delusions have gotten. Well, I mean, it's like the whole concept of yucking someone else's yum. I mean, personally, I don't find food sexy. I don't find doing things to a cookie arousing, but maybe someone else does. Amber needed, in her words, she needed to spice things up for Erica. So that's what she was trying to do, I guess. Silver Squid, thank you for becoming a member. The video was actually tame. I kind of thought that too. And then one part, and we're all probably, if you've seen the video, you probably know what I'm talking about. The one part during the video, like that's kind of when it was like, oh, well, this kind of went, because like at first I was like, guys, look, like I was about to be like, guys, look, this isn't even bad at all. And then like that part happened, and I was like, oh no, because I mean, if it's just like Amberlynn like licking a cookie or whatever, it's like, okay, like we've seen her do worse with other foods. I mean. But I mean, the one part that I think we all know that I'm referring to, it's like, interesting. Okay, so we're going to take a look at Amberlynn's latest upload, feeder allegations, living life at 600 pounds, and resenting Alexis, part 1. So let's see what Girly Pop has to say, shall we?
To a new video. So this is part 1 of a 4-part series where I answer 100 of your questions, and I think it's questions I've never answered before, but who knows. I've been on YouTube for 11 years, so I don't really remember what I've shared. So I promised you guys that I would upload every other day, and I'm gonna be super busy for the next like 10 days or so, and I'm not gonna be able to have time to edit my videos. I will still be filming though. So I am pre-recording in this moment. So I figured the best way to do that, to continue my schedule and to give...
Oh, she's not going to have time to edit her videos over the next couple weeks? Why? Why? Is it because she and Emily are doing stuff? Is it because she's moving? She's getting her apartment ready?
Give you guys content is to create this 4-part series. So since there are 100 questions, it is 25 questions per part. So let's get into the first one. So I just want to preface this that I got all of these questions on random social media platforms where I was like, you guys, I'm doing a Q&A on YouTube. Send me in your questions. All right. So the first one is, who are your top 5 artists on Spotify Wrapped this year? Billie Eilish was my number 1, which...
Okay, so like all this drama going on in her life, all this tea happening in the reaction channels, like, her relationship is up in flames. She just had a meltdown a couple days ago. For question number 1, who was your top 5 on Spotify Wrapped? Amber.
Is not surprising. Second is Banks, also not surprising. Third is a band called Mansion Air, love them. Fourth, Montel Fish, love him. His music is so good. The 5th one I'm a little shocked by. It's the weekend. How often do you recommend that?
Oh, well, the weekend, because she still has Jade on her mind. That's something that she and Jade, like, listened to together. They had that one album of his framed in their old apartment. She's reminiscing. And I also think that Delta 8 Lynn hasn't left the platform yet. I think that Delta 8 Lynn still rears her head around every now and then. And The Weeknd is very much so Delta 8 Lynn kind of music. Asking herself questions. I think that Amberlynn is answering some questions that were sent to her on Instagram, on here and everything, but like very cherry picking them. And then if she does take a controversial question, she modifies the phrasing of it to the way that she wants. So yeah, essentially she's doing this all herself. Jade hates her. Got the Morbs has sent in 10 gifted memberships. We are up to 80 gifted memberships this evening so far. Thank you so much for that, Got the Morbs. I really appreciate that. 10 more. Oh my gosh. Slow the chat, please. I think that actually, I think the chat's pretty slow right now. I don't know. I don't think it's like going that fast.
That I wash my hair. So I am no hair doctor over here, but I do know that every hair is different. So I really don't know what to tell you. But I have noticed that the healthiest hair is if you wash it just a couple times a week. Speaking of hair, I do get this question a lot. Would you ever cut your hair into a bob? Absolutely not. That is...
No, her hair's her security blanket. We've talked about this before. When people give backhanded compliments to large women, they always phrase it as like, you have such a pretty face. Your jewelry is so cute. Wow, you're really good at makeup. Your hair is beautiful. So like these like external factors that you can compliment on a big person, that like is kind of taking away from the fact that they're like big. No, oh my God. She loves her hair. It's
not my style. I don't think it would look good on me. It looks good on other people, but that is not my thing. I love my hair long. That is how I've always loved it. In my early 20s, I did chop it all off. If I can find some photos, I'll post them here. But my hair was down to my butt. I went into the salon, literally just wanting a hair trim, and I left with my hair to my shoulders, and I cried.
Oh my God. Well, remember, she also said the thing about how big people, when big people have short hair like that, they look even bigger. Remember, we all know of the clip where she's sitting next to Becky and she's like, I think that people with fat, round faces shouldn't have short hair because it makes them look even like fatter. She says something along the lines of that, and like Becky's sitting right next to her with a short haircut. Yeah. So, very much so, Amberlynn is a long-haired girly pop. Katie Bird has sent in 20 gifted memberships. I don't know about y'all, but 80 plus 20 is 100. We are at 100 gifted memberships on the first day of January 2025. Thank you so much for that, Katie Bird. I really appreciate you modding right here in the beginning of the new year. Thank you so much for doing that. Katie Bird is back, has swooped in again with her generosity. Let's get some Katie Bird emojis in the chat, please. 100 gifted memberships. Thank you so much, you guys. Truly, truly generous this evening. People with round faces look better with long hair. Oh, well, Amberlynn would agree with you.
I cried. Yes, I did. It was the biggest mistake. I will never do it again. Have you ever been to Disneyland? I have. I've been twice. Both times I went, I was 17. So if you guys remember me sharing, my foster mom did pass away recently, and it was actually that foster mom that made that dream come true for me. I know this is going off on something completely different, but a lot of people have heard me talk a lot of bad things about foster care because...
Oh, here we go. I knew this was coming. Here, let me put slow mode on. So the reason why she's about to say what she's saying is because the community has been basically saying like, oh, you always shit on foster care. You always talk about how you had such a bad experience. Every time we hear you talk about foster care, it's always something negative. What do you mean you're upset that she passed away? We've never heard about this woman before. So Amberlynn heard all that. So now she's taking the opportunity here to say, okay, listen. All right, my foster care experience, like some parts were actually okay. So this is her kind of squashing the rumors.
Completely different, but a lot of people have heard me talk a lot of bad things about foster care because I do have a lot of bad experiences in foster care. I will not deny that, but there are some positives as well, and that is one of them. Are you going to continue sharing fan art? No, not in that way, because it was just something I wanted to add as a part of Vlogmas that I thought was really fun, and I enjoyed doing it. Do you have any?
No more fan art. Aw, no. Come on. I liked fan art. Fan art was fun. Fan art was a nice little treat at the end of the video. Come on. More fan art submissions. Come on. We have a lot of talented artists in Girl World. Hey. Don't knock fan art. Amberlynn, come on. Let us do fan art.
New Year's resolutions. Honestly, normally I have a whole list of resolutions and goals and things I want to succeed at, but I never follow through with any of them. So I think it's just really easy and manageable if I sit here and say, I just want to improve as a person, whether that's mentally, physically, spiritually. Like, I am very like into the universe, and I believe
that's a really lazy, kind of vague, cryptic, nebulous resolution. What this tells me is Amberlynn doesn't have any defined goals. And, you know, it's kind of like that whole feeling of like, well, you know, if I get healthy and I have a better body and I have a better diet and everything, then great. If not, whatever. And I think that that's like a lot of people, like the older you get, kind of treating New Year's resolutions. It's like, well, if I start to work out, great. If I start to lose weight, if I start to be more disciplined, if I start to be, you know, whatever, to get a better body, then great. But if I don't and I end up like the same way I look this time next year, I mean, you know, hey, what are you going to do? I don't know. I would like to see Amberlynn have defined goals, actually write things down. I mean, for someone who likes to plan as much as Amberlynn does, I don't know, write stuff down. Get out your little whiteboard or one of your like 1,000 agendas and write down like bullet points, and this is what I want to do, and this is what I want to do it by, and this is kind of how I'm do it. Like, just if you have the little blasé attitude of like, yeah, I want to lose weight. Yeah, I want to do more. Yeah, I want, but like, you got to plan that stuff. Failing to prepare is preparing to fail. All caps, thank you. I would never give Amberlynn $12.99, but for you, Jordy, I just can't help myself. Like the stream, girls. Thank you so much for the $12.99, all caps. I really appreciate that. Well, I don't know. Apparently for $12.99, you could have gotten something really exhilarating. Rice noodles, thank you. Happy New Year. I saw Slushygate. The audacity. I know. I love my stupid little interactions. Thank you, Rice noodles. Maybe she doesn't have goals because she's not sure if she'll be here. Oh, that's morbid. I mean, but you know what? Amberlynn has said something like what you just kind of suggested. Somebody asked her, like, what was it, her 5-year plan? Y'all know what clip I'm talking about. Maybe this is an obscure clip, actually. But there was someone asked her, this was back when she was with Becky, I think. And someone asked her, it was either her 5-year plan or her 10-year plan. And Amberlynn says, well, I don't know if I'll be here in 10 years. I don't know if I'll be here in 5 years. So, I mean, I don't know. Amberlynn usually starts the new year on a health journey. It's funny how she isn't. Yeah, normally the beginning of January like this is the beginning of cycle 1. If you guys have ever seen Amberlynn's infamous cycle chart where it goes like redemption into like cycle 2, into step 3, up to 4, and then it loops around again. This January is like when Amberlynn starts to do stuff. It's like, okay, like we're whipping ourselves into shape. We're going to start to eat better. We're going to start to... None of that this year. It's just kind of like, well, if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, oh well. And I think that's kind of like that, well, if you don't try, you can never fail kind of attitude. It's lazy. It's lazy. I would like to see her commit to something. Show us that she cares. Because, I mean, in the years where she did the whole redemption thing, where she planned out what she was going to do, and she showed us, like, and she had all these grandiose plans to lose weight and start to exercise and stuff like that. I mean, at least it kind of communicated to the audience that she still gave a shit. If you don't do it at all, it's like, oh, yikes. I mean, we can't even, like, feign caring. We can't even, like, fake care. We must really not care. We have some more. We have more gifted memberships. Thank you so much from one of our lovely moderators. Carissa Marshall has sent in 10 gifted memberships. Oh my God, I've lost count. What are we at? Like 120? Thank you so much, Carissa Marshall. I really appreciate you doing that. Wow. Thank you, Carissa. Our lovely moderator, Tangled, has also sent in gifted memberships. 20 gifted memberships from Miss Tangled. I see the balls of yarn emoji in the chat. You know what? I don't think we have an emoji for Carissa. No, I don't think we do. Tangled, thank you so much for sending in 20 gifted memberships. I hope that everyone is off to an exciting new year. Welcome to all of our new members. Thank you so much for being here. We are hoping that it is going to be another fun, exciting 2025. Welcome to all of our new members. Don't forget to hit the like button. If you don't mind, it just takes a second. If it's in your best interest to press the like button, I would appreciate it. Velocity Toddler Mom B, thank you. My goal this year is to understand nutrition like Amber does. Does she offer a course? Oh, yeah. Well, I don't know. Amberlynn's course to nutrition. Maybe go to your local Burger King and ask for a physical menu. Bad. Nasty. Avery's Jungle, thank you. Happy 3rd anniversary on YouTube. It's my 2nd year as a content creator. Oh, hey, that is awesome, Avery's Jungle. Thank you so much. Continued luck to you on your content creation journey. Thank you so much for being here.
Believe that the universe and me are connected. I know that sounds weird to some people, but that's okay. Like, I really just want to be like just a better person in general, and I know I can start that anytime, and I have definitely improved over the years. But 2025, I really do want to focus more on like the therapy aspect and like improving my health aspect, and not really like set out flat out goals, more so just every day, even if it's just me being 1% better than I was the day before. What was your favorite and least favorite part?
See, I don't like that. That is very much so like, well, if it happens, it happens. At this point, I don't really care. If I lose weight, I lose weight. If I don't, I don't. I don't like to hear that from Amber. I would rather her fake, like, yes, I'm going to whip it into motion this year. I'm getting on semaglutide. I'm going to stop eating. I'm going to stop eating out so much. I'm going to start doing this. I would like to hear that. This kind of concerns me that she's not even faking it for us this year. I don't really care. Oh. Well, I want you to care, Amber, but it doesn't seem like you do.
Of Vlogmas this year. So
because when you still have emotion for something, you still care. Amberlynn would still care to lose weight. It's like in relationships, if you've ever come across a relationship where people are like constantly arguing, constantly fighting, constantly like, it's because they still care. Like there's still something that they want to make functional in the relationship to make it continue on. But as soon as like people start to ignore each other, and then it's like, okay, well, that doesn't get a rise out of me anymore. Go do what you want to do. I'm not going to argue about that. We're not going to have a discussion about this. It's just like, okay, whatever. I mean, like that's kind of like where things really fall off. So I feel I really hope that Amberlynn isn't becoming apathetic toward dieting, exercising, losing weight. I hope losing weight to her isn't just like an eye roll of a concept anymore, because as soon as things become eye roll to you, you really just don't care, and it's just like you don't even care to fake it anymore. She cares, but Emily's there. You think when Emily's around, it's like, okay, well, I can't diet. It seems like self-destruct mode is on. I agree with that, Diana. I think that Amberlynn has been doing a lot of self-destructive things over the past couple years, because I think at this point, I mean, Amberlynn realizes I've been on this planet 30-something years. I've been trying to lose weight like 20-something years. I mean, at what point do you just accept defeat? At what point do you just raise the white flag? At what point do you just like get over it? Like, I'm tired of it. I'm tired of the cycles. I'm tired of people making fun of me. I'm tired of caring. I don't care anymore. I hope that she's not getting to that point, because when you get to that point in life with things, that's when things die. Well, so that was probably not a great way to phrase that, but I mean, like, that's when things start to decline. That's when relationships end. That's when you don't care, or when you don't even pretend to care. I mean, that's when things like are beyond the point of saving. She's given up. What I'll say is the shred, and I'm talking shred, of hope that I still have for Amber, it is mainly based on if she will go through and stay on Ozempic this time. So, I mean, I guess we'll see in the coming weeks her updates on semaglutide and stuff like that. Apathy was probably the worst when my depression was... Yeah. Yeah, I mean, like, that's the thing. Like, when you're, like, severely depressed and you don't care anymore, like, that's when it gets scary. Because it's like, if you're depressed, but you want to get better, you want to, you know, start enjoying things again. You want to start, you know, being more social. You have that yearning for life. Like, when you lose that, it's like, oh, that's when, like, it gets bad. I hope it hasn't gotten to that point. But I mean, I feel like in life, there's only so much that someone can take. There's only so many years of depression that someone can just, you know, continue, and nothing ever gets better. But I mean, Amberlynn, that's not true. Things can get better. You just haven't given it the old college try. I mean, you really haven't. You have no self-discipline. You don't stick to anything. You have a lot of resources available to you to help you in this, but for some reason or another, you just continue to sabotage yourself. You just continue to, you know, blame other people. So, I mean, maybe try that. Bo Bay, thank you. My husband just sent me a Facebook message. It's of Alicia making lunch. I laughed so hard. Oh my gosh, her cooking videos are always appalling. Some of the stuff that she makes in that kitchen, it's just like, there is no way that those kids are eating that. Oh my God. Really very nice, thank you. Still confused how video of gremlin videos on TikTok, but not YouTube. Are you talking about the cookie video? Someone put the cookie video on TikTok? I don't know anything about that. I mean, I know it's on Twitter. I mean, I'm sure it's on other websites, but it being on TikTok, it seems like TikTok would take that down. TikTok seems like they're a little bit more strict with the things that are on their platform. Twitter, not so much. I don't know. I haven't heard anything about that. Jen, thank you. Hello from the UK. Temporary Christmas insomnia. Aw, I'm so sorry to hear that. Well, glad that you could be available for us. I know that my live stream times aren't always the friendliest for UK people, so glad that your insomnia could at least bring you here.
Easily my least favorite was the beginning. It was highly saturated in the fact that I was going through a lot of mental health and heartbreak because I was missing Rarity while also being attacked because I was neglectful in a situation where it was never my intent. Accidentally leaving that door open, literally...
That means nothing. That's the definition of neglect. I mean, yeah, like, It wasn't my intent to be neglectful. It's just neglectful because you were neglectful. It's neglectful because it slipped your mind, or because it didn't matter enough for you to think about it. Or, I mean, there's a whole lot of reasons why people are neglectful. Well, I didn't intend to be neglectful. Does that make a difference? I mean, does that matter? Maybe a little bit if you're trying to, like, save your character here, but I don't know, Amber. You took the pets across the country. You shouldn't have done that. Look what happened. I mean, whether it was intentional or not, it still happened.
Altered my life in the worst way possible. And not only was I being attacked for a mistake that literally broke me and shattered me, I was being told that I was lying about the situation, which I wasn't. And I was also being told that a cat that was found deceased was Rarity, which definitely was not the case either. So it was a lot at once while already going through mental health problems. But I noticed once I handled the Rarity situation privately, instead of like broadcasting every single 2 seconds if there's an update or not, I noticed the backlash and the rumors lessened, and that definitely helped with my mental health and my heartbreak, to be honest. I would say the best part of Vlogmas was the fact that I completed it, and instead of letting my depression stop me from decorating for Christmas like it did last year, I said, screw that. We're gonna decorate for Christmas because I feel like that'll actually help my mood, and it genuinely did. Have you ever had a boyfriend before? Yeah.
I think that baby steps are important, and I feel like that's what she was trying to communicate just now with, well, you know, I was depressed and I just wanted to sit on the couch, but you know what? I forced myself to do it. I forced myself to decorate, and I'm glad that I did. I'm glad, like, I think that that's important with depression, forcing yourself to do stuff, but I mean, you got to remember, Amber, like, the reason why you're depressed in the first place is because of a situation you put yourself in. So, I mean, taking baby steps to work yourself out of a depression, I don't know. I feel like I would have more sympathy for depression that wasn't by the own doing of someone. It's like you were the one that continued to continue a relationship with a feeder. You were the one that chose to bring your pets across the country. You were the one, I mean, you know, whether you intended to it or not, that left the door open, and that's why Rarity's not on our cast anymore. I mean, like, all of these things that are making you depressed, I mean, it's like you shooting yourself in your own foot. And you already got the wrong shoe on, girl. So, I mean, Kraken, thank you. I think Amber had Emily release the video, and now she's mad because no one's going with her narrative. Amber's narcissistic ego is hella bruised right now. I think that, no, I mean, like, okay, but I think if it is in the scenario where they were the ones that tried to make a buck off of it, or they tried to do something with it, I think it was Emily behind it. Because, I mean, she's the one that she's the one that did this shit before. She was doing this shit with her last girlfriend. I mean, Amberlynn could have made this content years ago. If she wanted to be that kind of content creator and sell that kind of content, she could have. But I mean, all of a sudden now she's in a relationship with someone who's done this kind of stuff before. And now it's like, no, I think it's her. I think if anybody, if they're trying to, if this is some type of scheme, if they're trying to make a buck off this, I think it's her behind it. I don't think it's Amber necessarily. I mean, Amber might go along with it and say, oh yeah, sure, blah, blah, blah. But like, as far as like orchestrating and wanting to do that, I feel like it might just be more like that whole, like, going along with it just to appease Emily. It's like, oh, well, she likes it, and I like having a girlfriend, so I kind of have to play by the rules. But I don't know. Maybe at this point, like, Amber thinks, like, well, if this is all I can get, then I'll have to just, you know, deal with it. Settle, basically. Settling for that, yeah. Because it's like people in relationships, it's like, okay, well, I don't like them, that they do this, I don't do that. But it's like, well, can I find anyone better? Well, I guess I'll just have to put up with it. She wants to be a social media sensation. I mean, in the way that Emily's been portrayed online, I don't think that... If you want to be like an internet villain, I guess. But I don't know why anyone would want the kind of attention that Emily's been getting over the past 6 months, but I also don't know why people would want to be laid on. So, Chloe Diva, thank you. Hey, New Year, New Me, first super chat. Thank you so much, Chloe. I really appreciate that. Happy New Year to you, hon. Boomer Sooner, thank you so much for 2 months. Poor Selena, thank you for 2 months. Just popping in to say hello to my loves. See you on the replay at work tomorrow. We will see you then, poor Selena. Thank you. Kraken, thank you. She needs FBI Frank to investigate. I know, maybe we can get the FBI. Maybe we can get the FBI to investigate this. They could give us the answers that Girl World needs. I'm sure that the FBI has nothing going on, and they can put all of their resources, time, and dedication into the happenings of a 600-pound woman eating a cookie in a sexy manner. You know what? I'll call them up after the stream. I will. Sheikah D, thank you. Hi, George. Hope you had a happy, wonderful New Year. Time to take my Super Chat V-card. Thank you so much for that, Sheikah D 1991. Really appreciate that. I did have a good New Year. Thank you so much. I hope you do as well. Amber. Oh my God. I was reading your super chat. Robert, thank you. Is Amber going to start a feeder storyline with Ozempic? Like Emily's the evil feeder who won't let her girlfriend take the shots, like role play. Please, I want to take my Ozempic. No. And then like Emily's like the villain with like a flashlight like pointed up at her face. No, you cannot take the Ozempic. Yeah, that would be some weird role play. Or like Emily gets to Oklahoma, goes to Amberlynn's fridge, rips the Ozempic out of it, and then like stomps it on the ground or something like that. I don't know. Many possibilities for role play scenarios here. Oh my God. Too funny.
Yes, I've had multiple boyfriends, but it was all like when I was a teenager and a kid, never as an adult. No, no, no. Have you ever considered digital planning? No, never, because I really love physical planners. I love physically writing. For the longest, I was reading so many novels and I was reading like the physical books. And then people were like, you should try a Kindle, you should try a Kindle. So then in my brain, I was like, you know what, let me try a Kindle, because there's like this cute little small Kindle that I ended up buying. I was like, it's so adorable. And I realized it's just not for me. I feel like some things for me, I just can't do technology based. That's reading and also, you know, planning. Those are things that I just enjoy doing like physically with a book, with a pen, etc., etc. Do you resent Alexis for bringing up the crumble cookie video? Honestly, no. It's really not that big of a deal to me. I'm an adult. I'm a sexual human being. I'm very
Whoa. Well, what was all that stuff about violated then? Because, I mean, yes, this is kind of being consistent with how she originally communicated it to us. I don't really care. Maybe I'll release it myself. Ha ha ha. All right, who did it? Who released a video? I don't care. But then what was that whole thing about I feel violated? You know, Amber, like, what was that about? No, I don't resent Alexis. Well, I mean, regardless of how your true feelings are, Alexis, I wouldn't like Alexis if I was Amber. Oh, hell no. That bitch would never get near me ever again if I was Amber. Are you kidding me? I would write her off so quickly. But I think that Amberlynn needs to play nice, because I think that Alexis knows a lot about her personal life and she doesn't really want to rock the boat necessarily. So it's better to stay like arm's distance length friends and kind of let the friendship fizzle out than continue to see like the disastrous live streams and like pissing Alexis off to the point where she wants to like DM reaction channels and stuff like that. I don't think she wants that. So that's kind of why she's just playing neutral right now with Alexis. But if she had the opportunity to dog on Alexis or really say how she really felt without repercussion, I think she would. I mean, really, but I mean, like, I think anybody would. If you were Amber and knowing what happened this past summer with Alexis, you would hate Alexis if you were Amber.
Big of a deal to me. I'm an adult. I'm a sexual human being. I'm very sex positive, not a prude, pretty open book. So I don't really care, actually. What I care about.
But what about the violated thing? Oh, okay, all right, I'm getting ahead of myself. But what she cares about is
people behind my back being creepy and sending it to reaction channels. Now that's weird. And I'm very glad that...
Well, Erica said she didn't do it. So, I mean, this basically comes down to she said, she said. Amber said that Erica was the one that sent it out. Amber says that she's not the one that sent it out. Erica says that she's at the gym and she doesn't have time to worry about this kind of stuff. So, I mean, somebody's lying. Somebody's lying. So, I mean, if 4 people had the video, Amber, because, I mean, you're really the only one that you know that you sent the video to. So, I mean, it was either you, Alexis, Erica, I guess Brittany by default, or Emily. So, I mean, it's one of you. So, I mean, somebody's lying. Somebody's lying. So I feel like we're playing a game of Clue here. Nick X, thank you. She thinks it's like the copyright claim. Oh, God, that was so ridiculous the other day. I did see... So, I mean, when Amberlynn was putting up all those community posts about me, like, fighting with me after I blocked her in my chat, I did see one thing. She said, I'm not going to copyright strike anybody. Calm down. I kind of just took that the way... I kind of interpreted that as soon as she said that. Like, that was just her getting all pissy and frustrated. Like, I don't like what this person's saying. I don't like the way that he's saying it. I don't like him saying it on his platform. I have to shut him up by any means possible. Copyright strike. And then she took a deep breath and realized, okay, I'm not going to copyright strike anyone. So that didn't go anywhere. She got all pissy for like a hot second. Angela, thank you for 9 months. Happy New Year to you, Angela. Kate Cat, hi. Happy New Year. Hello, hello. Happy New Year to you. Prison Becky, hey, Prison Becky. When I gift subs, I want cop cars and chains in the chat. Oh my gosh. When Becky got arrested, though, like, was she ever in jail, or was it just like a formality? Did she actually like spend the night in jail? I don't even remember. That feels like so long ago already. Chains and cop car emojis. Bad.
Alexis never did that. What moment in the last couple of years made you grow the most as a person? Living alone.
Oh, come on. This is too easy, Amber. What event in the last year or so has made you a bigger person? Getting in a relationship with Emily. Oh, that's too easy, Amber. Is that even low-hanging fruit at that point?
To reaction channels. Now that's weird. And I'm very glad that Alexis never did that. What moment in the last couple of years made you grow the most as a person?
What moment in the past couple years made Amberlynn grow the most as a person? Getting in a relationship with a feeder. I mean, like, if we were playing Family Fortune, that would be the #1 answer that would pop up.
Living alone. Absolutely. The first time
I take the card and look back at the board. Do I have living alone? Red X. Do I have Red Lobster takeout? Oh, she poured salt all over that. Red X. I'm mean. I'm mean. Bad and mean. Oh, God. Why did Becky get arrested? She, like, backed into somebody at work and, like, her license was expired or something. It was stupid. It wasn't, like, anything criminal. It was, like, a lapse in, like, registration or something like that.
I ever lived alone was when I was 32. And I'm now 34. I'm telling you, I genuinely believed in my soul for a majority of my life that I had to live with someone, that's the only way I was going to be happy, because I was always scared to be alone. But you guys, I'm telling you, I thrived when I lived by myself.
Well, yeah, because you're forced to do shit. Because when she had Becky around, when she had Jade around, she could just boss them around and say, get me another Diet Coke out of the fridge. Go meet my DoorDasher in the lobby and get my food. Okay, well, I paid for rent and I bought you that new fucking comic book you wanted, Becky. Go drive me to... Because you had somebody to boss around. But when you don't have anybody to boss around, you got to do it yourself. So, I mean, if you want a Diet Coke, you know that you have to get your ass up off the couch to go get it. I mean, that's why, because, I mean, sometimes when people are like this and they have all of these things that are kind of enabling them to be a piece of shit or to be lazy, when those things get taken from them, it's like, okay, well, this is life forcing you to do it now. That's why she's speaking so highly of living alone right now, because living alone is forcing her to do work. If Amberlynn did have a girlfriend around that she could boss around or make her, run errands, whatever, she would. But she doesn't, so she has to do it herself. So, I mean, it's kind of like growing as a human by default. So, I mean, there's a reason why people have called her past girlfriends her caretakers, because they do everything for you, Amber. I mean, when you don't have that extra help around, I mean, when you want something or you want to do something or you want to go somewhere, I mean, you have to make that happen. Maybe, thank you. I think it's interesting how she says Emily contacted the website. Like, Amber, if you feel violated, you need to contact the site, not your feeder. She has the worst interest at heart. Well, I guess... Yeah, I mean, I guess, like, maybe Amberlynn was trying to say, like, well, the reason why Emily was the one that contacted the website was because it's like the accusations of her selling this kind of content, it's, like, about her. I don't think it'll go anywhere. Because, I mean, if I like, contact a website and say, okay, well, this person, said this about me, or this person made this about me, like, they're not going to give me information. I don't know. I don't think it'll go anywhere. Mrs. Voorhees, thank you. They purposely ID verify to prevent revenge corn. Yeah, I mean, that's another I understand that keeps coming up. About, like, the needing to identify yourself, or, like, showing your driver's license or your passport or whatever to show that it's actually you, so that would prevent it. But I don't know. But I mean, if what she's accusing someone of doing, of selling her content, I mean, that's illegal. So, I mean, for the sake of, like, silly little internet drama to do something illegal like that, I mean, that's like taking it up a notch. So, I mean, that person must really want to make a statement or really fuck with Amber if they want to go to that extent. R2D2, thank you. Here's some CAD dough to apply to your Sheets Slushy app funds. Got to keep those Karens off your scent. Thank you so much, R2D2. Oh my gosh. Too funny.
Absolutely love it. And it's helped me grow as a person 100%. If you could go back and never have made YouTube videos, would you? No. I absolutely would have still done YouTube. I probably would have just done it differently. I know the YouTube game. I know what people want, but I also know that there are things I have said and done online.
Okay. Interesting. I know the YouTube game. I know what people want. So why do you come on here and talk about your Spotify Wrapped? Huh? If you know what people want and you know how to make money and I mean, this isn't the first time that Amberlynn has communicated this to us either. Back in 2019 when mukbangs were, like, really popular on YouTube and people wanted to see a fat person eat, I quite literally ate that up. I made all that money back then. I mean, I don't think Amberlynn's completely dumb, but I mean, if you know what people want, the way that you can tailor it, I mean, why not? Why aren't you making your bag, hon? I don't know.
That I would have never done, because I now, as a 34-year-old woman, I have learned from those things and learned from my mistakes. Do you plan on seeing Wicked? I have never seen, like, the original Wicked, but with the clips I've seen of the new one, it genuinely looks pretty interesting. So yes, I do plan on watching it. What is the last thing you ate? I had Buffalo Wild Wings and I got boneless chicken. The sauce I got on there was Asian Zing. I really like their boneless chicken because it's dry. And even the pieces of chicken that I normally would never go for, which are, like, kind of like the bigger pieces, they're still dry. I'm like, okay, pop off. And I've never once seen like a weird piece of chicken. So if you're weird about chicken, but you enjoy like a good boneless wing, I highly...
Like, why are we talking about Buffalo Wild Wings and Wicked? Amber, you know what people are here for. You know what people want. Why are we talking about Asian zing sauce from Buffalo Wild Wings? I just don't understand why she would get into a relationship with a feeder in the first place. It's so confusing. Well, she doesn't think she's a feeder. And if she is like that, Amberlynn thinks that she'll be the exception. Oh, she has dated other fat women and convinced them to eat to get bigger. Okay, well, that won't happen to me. That's not going to happen to me. That's not going to happen in our relationship. I think it's that, and then it's like she maybe feels that she can't get anybody else. Because, I mean, this time last year, I think that Amberlynn was like in full force dating or trying to date multiple people. But, I mean, she's kind of limited. She's limited for a lot of reasons because, I mean, she doesn't drive. She can't really go anywhere without her mom taking her. She can't really go on any dating websites because as soon as she would register on a dating website, people would find it and talk about it. So, I mean, she's kind of at the mercy of like who DMs her on Instagram or TikTok, and then they just kind of go from there. Because I really don't know how she would find a girlfriend otherwise. And then, I mean, being a lesbian is like another thing. It's like gay people have like a fraction of the dating pool that straight people do. So just all around, there's all these variables that kind of make it difficult for Amberlynn to have a girlfriend or just date in general. So settling. Stego Lego, thank you. Been watching the first Amber you put up when I was in high school. I'm an upperclassman in college now. Time flies. It certainly does. And the older you get, the faster it goes. Thank you so much, Stego Lego. I hope you have an excellent time in the end of your college. It goes quick. It goes quick. Luminous Beats, thank you. Jordy, I was gifted a membership. Welcome, Luminous Beats. And I appreciate whoever gifted that for you. One of our many generous girly pops from over the past hour and 12 minutes. Thank you so much for giving Luminous Beats a membership. Welcome, welcome, Luminous. Amber Robertson, hello. My amazing fiance booked tickets to go to Tasmania for Christmas. I'm so excited. Please give a massive heart hands to Liam for me. Can't wait to go traveling. Aw, I want to do some traveling this year too. Thank you so much, Amber. That is really exciting. It's something to look forward to. Oh my gosh. Hey. Well, I mean, I know that Christmas is a while away, but you got something to look forward to. That'll be fun. Tasmania. Oh my gosh. I don't even know if I could point that out on a map. Thank you so much for making that possible, Liam. I really appreciate you doing that. Thank you so much for being here for another live stream, Amber.
I really recommend Buffalo Wild Wings. And I also got potato wedges from there. What was the real reason you went back to Oklahoma and didn't stay in Wisconsin? Because I have a whole ass apartment. I have a whole life here. I love my apartment. I love living alone. I do believe that Tommy as a person is my home, but in a responsible way, I belong here right now. So that is why we're currently in a long distance relationship, but I do...
No, I'm not buying this. Amber's back in Oklahoma because Emily's either going to move in with her. Because, I mean, allegedly, Emily got let go recently. So, I mean, I don't know. Is Emily going to sell her house to go live with Amber in Oklahoma? I mean, she doesn't have custody that we know of, allegedly. So, I mean, other than like not seeing her kid, I mean, it doesn't really seem like she's giving up much because, I mean, she doesn't work there anymore. So it's like she could just get a job as a nurse in Oklahoma. I mean, nurses, I mean, you can find, work anywhere. It's not like needing to be in a specific place. So I think that Emily's either going to move in or Amberlynn had to go back to Oklahoma for reasons that were making it not possible for her to live in Oklahoma. It just wasn't working out. I don't know. Do you guys think that Emily's going to move in? Do you think that that's the next step? I mean, that's kind of Amberlynn's thing. Getting people to move in with her. And then, I mean, once she gets her to move in, it's just like, well, then that enabling comes back. All that independence that you gain from living alone that she's like talking very highly about right now. I mean, you're going to lose all that when she gets there because you know that you'll have someone nearby to do it for you. And something tells me that Emily's going to be more than happy to get up and get you a soda. No, not a chance. Traveling nurses make way more money. She has a kid. The kid makes it complicated. All right, so it's looking like most of the chat is saying no, they don't think that Emily's going to move in. What would be crazy, because I mean, if she were to do like a trial period and like live for Amberlynn with a few months, what if they did that? What if like Emily came and lived with Amber for 3 months and did like a traveling nursing thing there, and then Amber went and lived with her for 3 months? If anything, I think Amber would move to Emily. Well, she'll have to get rid of the apartment. No, Emily wants her basement. Emily wants her basement. Oh my god. Rave, thank you. Here's my money so you can put that bitter manager at Sheets. Thank you so much. I will put that toward my next slushie. Thank you so much, Rave. Oh my gosh. Tiff Belial. Hey, Tiff, how you been? Thank you so much for 11 months. Happy New Year, Jordy. Happy New Year to you, Tiff. Glad that you are here. Hello, hello. Joining us in 2025. Evil Hate-Filled Female, thank you. A YouTube baby on the way, but it's living with you full time. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. I think you're going to have full custody, Evil Hate-Filled Female. Too funny. Misty Blue, thank you. I roped my husband into Girl World by telling him you're a fellow WoW player. He's hooked now. Oh gosh, has your husband also never seen the sun a day in his life? That's too funny, Misty Blue. I'm glad that you were able to get him to join us.
See us moving in together in the future. How did you even hold that snake? Because it honestly looked so terrifying. That's what my mom said, but I love snakes. I've always loved snakes. I will say it was exhilarating because it is a huge snake. It is by far the biggest snake I have ever held in my life, but I wasn't scared. I don't know. Did you really think that Jordy was stalking you? No, absolutely not. I never once thought that. Was there a particular reason?
Amber's not dumb. She's really not dumb. The reason why she decided to phrase it like that was because she's been taking heat recently about the whole purchasing my information stuff, about how Amber and Alexis, or just Alexis, but Amber facilitated it, or it was Amber. She's been taking heat recently for having purchased my information about my I don't know what she bought. I don't know what she saw. But, I mean, in 2025 now, I mean, you can find out stuff about people on the internet. I mean, I come on here, I show my face, I tell you guys where, I live, the city. I mean, it's like, you can find shit about me if you really wanted to. So, I think it's like, Amber's been taking heat for that recently because she's been making certain comments, she's been saying certain things, and then this whole thing about like the license plate and thinking that I'm a stalker, but like saying this kind of stuff. It's like, it kind of makes her look shitty. So the fact that she phrased it as, did you think Jordy was stalking you? That's a layered question, in my opinion, because it's like, well, did you think Jordy was stalking you? No. So therefore, I didn't feel threatened or I didn't feel anxious. So therefore, I didn't pay for his information. I didn't look up shit about him. But she answered it as, no, I didn't think he was stalking me. Amber, you did. You did. And Alexis told us you did. You bought my information. I don't know what you did with it. I don't know what you saw. But I'm telling you what, I mean, I think that this is her trying to backtrack here. I think this is trying to backtrack Lynn a little bit here. No. I didn't think he was stalking me. I didn't think he was stalking me to the point that I felt that I needed to buy his information. Cheesy Goral, thank you. Thank you for the membership. Welcome aboard, Cheesy Goral. Kenya Sinclair, thank you so much for 9 months. Hubby's watching with me now. We got another one, guys. Say hi, Jeremy. Hello to Jeremy. Glad that you could join us in our fat women drama corner of YouTube. Hello, Jeremy.
I have ever held in my life, but I wasn't scared. I don't know. Did you really think that Jordy was stalking you? No, absolutely not. I never once thought that. Was there a particular reason you stopped sharing your weight? So as you guys know, I have done Ozempic/semaglutide twice. The first time I did it, when I stopped, I gained so much weight so freaking fast. I had a weird feeling it was gonna happen again, and I tried really hard not to let it happen, but sadly, I didn't try hard enough. It is very common that once you stop taking it, you gain your weight back. So normally, I wouldn't have cared to share that because I've always shared that. But then all of a sudden, all of these rumors about my girlfriend were happening that were not true, because that is not the way our relationship is. I knew that if I came on here and said, I'm gaining weight because that's how the cookie crumbles, no pun intended, people would automatically blame her when ultimately it was my idea.
Well, no. I mean, no shit, people would blame her. She's the feeder. You get into a relationship with a feeder, you gain weight. I mean, Amber, this isn't some convoluted concoction of a formula here that you're trying to introduce to it. It's very straightforward. Well, I knew that if I said that if I gained weight while dating this girl, I mean, you guys would take that and run with it. No shit, we would.
And it's the pattern that I've had my whole life since I was literally 10 years old. When I had my first diet, it was just easier for me not to share those things anymore. I want to protect and cherish the people in my life that I care about. The rumors about...
AKA, I don't want to share my weight, because if I share my weight and I'm transparent with my weight, then you guys will have the verified number to realize that I am getting weight while dating a feeder. And then you'll just continue to hang it over my head. And that's why I don't do weigh-ins anymore. All right. Then why stop taking Ozempic? Yeah, I mean, really, if it's working, which it was. I mean, 2 years ago, she said it was because of, what was it, bladder stones or something like that? No, liver. Wait, what was it? I don't know. She said something. It was something wrong with she gallstones. That's what it was. She had gallstones, and that's why she had to stop taking it. But I mean, this past most recent time when she stopped taking it, it was well, I mean, why? And she said, oh, I didn't think it was working. I mean, why didn't you think it was working? You were losing weight. And if you weren't losing weight, I mean, at least you were a lower weight than you were previously. So it's working in some sense. It was working. Gallbladder sludge. Yeah, it was her gallbladder that was acting up, apparently. It's always the gallstones. I mean, I don't know how severe gallstones are of an issue, but I mean, if you're a quarter ton and you have this medication, because I mean, really a lot of the times, when you have medications, it's it gives you some type of side effect. It's is living with the side effect more beneficial than what the medication is achieving? So deal with the gallstones, but you're also losing weight, so it's you're kind of benefiting more. I don't know. What's the tomato emojis about? What's this about? Tomato emoji. Did I say something? Yeah, what's the tomatoes for? We making a salad? We making soup? Mother of Cats, thank you so much for becoming a member. Smuggerino Puggerino, thank you for 3 months. I've been watching since Vlogmas 2022, the color and cardboard house, but only recently had the means to support. Thank you so much for becoming a member on Twitch. I really appreciate that, Puggerino. Oh gosh, the colored in cardboard house of Vlogmas 2022. That feels like yesterday. Someone said post tomatoes if you find Amber annoying. Oh, okay. She can't have her gallbladder. Wait, you can 100% pass away if your gallbladder stops working and isn't removed. Well, that's probably why she doesn't have it removed. Because Amberlynn's terrified of surgery. She doesn't want to go under the knife. And I think that these people are, I think that like super morbidly obese people, they're a greater risk when it comes to surgery. So maybe she's just like trying to do anything and everything to not get surgery. So if Ozempic is like causing it to be worse, then that means she would have to get surgery. But I mean, at this point, like, I don't know what's going to help Amberlynn. I mean, if it's not Ozempic, it's going to be inpatient. And she doesn't want to do inpatient. So if we're getting rid of Ozempic and we're getting rid of inpatient, I don't think that Amberlynn can do this on her own. I don't think that traditional means of diet and exercise or therapy can really help her at this point. It needs to be some type of like medical intervention. Whether that's inpatient, whether it's in the form of a shot, I don't know. But if she doesn't want to do inpatient, which I know she doesn't, she's not going to do Ozempic. I mean, I really don't know what to say at that point. She's exhausted all her options. Jordy's peeled buffalo chicken dip, thank you. Sorry, I was watching football. Happy New Year! My goal is to stop mindlessly spending outside of Super Chats. I really appreciate that. I think that you will be just fine in your New Year's resolution. Thank you so much, Jordy's peeled buffalo chicken dip. I actually made buffalo chicken dip last week, and I didn't use rotisserie chicken. I used canned chicken. I know, canned chicken.
About Tommy are not true. Are you excited or nervous?
I am, but like that doesn't mean anything. That doesn't mean anything. The rumors about Emily are not true. The woman who has videos on YouTube titled "Reacting to Me Lying." I mean, what are we supposed to do, Amber? Just take your word for it? Why would anyone take your word for it? Well, the rumors about her being a feeder, despite you guys having many different examples, they're not true. Like, just because you sit there and sternly say that and upload it to your YouTube channel, that doesn't mean shit.
I care about. The rumors about Tommy are not true. Are you excited or nervous to try semaglutide again? I'm definitely both excited and nervous, and I will definitely share more of that as I talk more about my journey. Will you ever admit you are actually 600 pounds? I am telling you, human to human, face to face, like I know you're not here, but I'm acting as if you are. If I was 600 pounds, I would not be able to move. I'm saying that based on like knowing how I feel now at the weight that I am. If I was 600 pounds, I would not be able to fit in my mother's car, let alone go and do things and walk around stores and go to bingo.
Oh my God, her in the 590s. I'm not 600 pounds. I don't think she's in the 600s. I would say, if I had to guess, like Ozempic pen to stomach, someone was forcing me to guess, I would say 550s. 540s, 550s.
It would not be happening. Can you show your watch time on TikTok and Instagram? Sure. When someone asked this question, I screenshotted it just so I could remember because my memory is shit. I don't really go on TikTok and Instagram, as you can see. It does show on Friday that I was on TikTok for a bit more than usual. It's because I was gathering these questions. What has been the hardest part to overcome with having BPD? A lot. And I don't know if I've actually overcome any of it. So I'm kind of gonna rewrite the question and ask it as if like, what's the hardest part about having BPD? It's the fact that you cannot regulate your emotions. Sometimes it feels physically impossible. Like during a BPD episode, which are
Oh, well, remember she blamed BPD for what she did the other night in my live. I don't have the screenshot pulled up right now, but somebody said like, girl, like I know that he's like a dickhead, and I know that he says shit, and like I know that he's annoying, but that was messy for you to do that. And Amber responded to that comment and said like, okay, but it was the BPD. So I guess, I don't know if this is a continuation of Amberlynn talking about how she can't regulate her emotions, or like if she has an impulse, she has to listen to it. I don't know. Tangled. Thank you. Everyone remember to like the stream, and being interactive in the chat increases your chance of receiving a gifted sub. They're random, and apparently that helps. Happy New Year. That is very true. Thank you so much for your gifted subs, as well as the super chat, Tangled. Appreciate you being here in 2025. Wouldn't be the same without ya. Bronwyn Crawford, thank you. My boyfriend of almost 5 years proposed to me a few days ago before Christmas. Say hi to my new fiance, Andrew. Oh my gosh, congratulations to you guys. This is the beginning of the rest of your life. Oh my God. 5 years. 5 years. And you finally have a ring. Oh my gosh. Well, have fun planning the wedding. I wish you guys a very happy, healthy, long-lasting marriage. That'll be awesome.
actually sometimes called BPD tantrums. And that's not like in a rude way or whatever. It sounds rude because it's like a tantrum, like calm down now. Like I'm not throwing a tantrum, but that is just what it's called. So during those episodes, my rational self is still in here. She is like screaming at me, Amberlynn, stop. Amberlynn, calm down. Amberlynn, it's gonna be okay. Regulating those emotions and calming down, it literally feels like someone is telling you, you have to travel outside into space and I want you to carry the world on your shoulders. That's not possible. It truly feels impossible to regulate your emotions. And I'm fully aware.
Isn't there some type of therapy for this? Isn't there some type of medication for this? Because there's a lot of mental disorders that like encourage people to do irrational things or say irrational things, and it's like, so I don't know, like what is like the next step for her? Because if what she's trying to do here and explaining BPD to us, and do you just live with not being able to regulate your emotions? Like, what's the next step? Therapy or medication. That's usually the result for people in this situation. DPT and CBT therapy. Well, it seems like the only therapy she's getting right now is OBCD. Which I hope that in 2025, Amberlynn is able to switch things up in therapy and not go with this OBCD approach and go with CBT, DBT, things like that. Is she talking bipolar or borderline? Borderline personality disorder.
That DBT therapy can help with that. So another answer I have is having BPD makes everything feel more extreme than the average. Like the average person, they would say, yeah, I feel happy. Well, when we're happy, people with BPD, it feels euphoric. A regular person would feel angry. Us, we feel burning rage. Regular person feels sad.
Oh God, maybe Chantal has that then. Because Chantal gets like madder than any other person I've seen ever get like upset. Burning rage. I don't know.
We literally feel like we're mourning the death of someone we have loved our entire lives. everything feels so strong and like we're sensitive to like everything. So our moods switch really quickly. Like a lot of people get bipolar and borderline personality disorder mixed up because we both have mood shifts. So people with bipolar, their moods will change on days or weeks basis, while people with BPD like me, our moods will change multiple times a day, sometimes even multiple times an hour.
Amber's emotions are special. They're quirky. They go to a different school. I have emotions. You just don't know them. They go to a different school.
It's exhausting for us, and I'm sure it's very exhausting for the people around us as well. Would you be able to be in a sexless relationship? No, 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 no. This girly pop has done that before, and she will never do it again. When I'm with the right one, I am like a sex...
No, you would give it up. I think that you and Chantal would both give it up. For the sake of being in a relationship, you guys would remain in a sexless marriage or relationship, whatever. Because I don't think that guy has touched Chantal. How long has that been going on now? Like over 2 years? I don't think that he's touched her once. I think that having a companion, having someone that you can call your own, having someone that can get you shit, take you shopping, go to drive-thrus, whatever. I think that that's more important to you than sex. So, yeah, I think that this isn't a deal breaker. Who is asking this? Amberlynn Reed. Was that Beck shade? I've done that before. I'm not doing it again. She absolutely would do it again. She absolutely would do it again. If she could have if she could benefit, because I mean, this isn't unique to Amber. A lot of people remain in sexless relationships because you guys might not have that kind of chemistry, you might not have that kind of interest, but it's like, oh, well, I get along with their family, and they really get along with my family, and we have kids, and like blah blah blah. It's just like there's other things that are really important parts of relationships. So like if that spark ever dies, it's like, well, you still have all this other stuff. This is definitely Beck shade. So, I mean, my question is to Amber, if she would never do this again, why did Becky have to break up with you? Because, I mean, you were pretty okay with being in a relationship that didn't have that. So why was she the one that had to break up with you? K-Cups Gone Wild, thank you so much for the super sticker. Velocitoddler, thank you. Jordy Springer is the sickest corner of the internet. Mean, utter trash. Say my name like you're on OF with a cookie and take my money, sir. Thank you, Velocitoddler. Jordy Springer. That cracks me up. Just me, Joshy, thank you. You look like a big cherry. Big? You call me big. Knock that off, Joshy. K-Cup, thank you again. My boyfriend and I are addicted to you. Sending love from Bethany and Joe. Thank you so much, Bethany and Joe. Glad that you guys find the stream entertaining. Hello, hello. Glad to have you guys here. Have a happy new year. Hope you have a happy new year. Glitch Tone, thank you. I'm usually the replay gang, but it seems my luck is on my side tonight. Happy New Year to you, and much love to the chat. Thank you so much for saying that, Glitch Tone Queen. Happy New Year to you as well. Glad that you could catch us live. It's nice. It's nice when the replay people come in here every once in a while. Hello, replay people.
Machine. What am I saying right now? What is a rumor about you that is 100% not true? Girl, do you have all day? Because I have a whole list. But for the sake of video...
Tell us! Tell us! Set the record straight! Tell us!
Video purposes and time crunches. There is a few in particular that I would love to mention, but these are things that I promised myself I would never speak about again online. So we're gonna skip over those and move on to something else. I'm gonna choose something that is like currently happening. Two things actually. One, it is 100% not true. I am not a feedie. I am not in a feeder relationship. That is not what...
Maybe that's what you think. I don't think that feeders necessarily need their feedee to sign a contract or admit to themselves that they're a feedee. I think it's done subtly. Oh, hey, yeah. Oh, you. No. You stay put. I'll get that for you. Oh, you want to go to Golden Corral? Let's go. Yeah, let's go to Golden Corral. It can be subtly done. I don't think that you guys needed to have the conversation of, like, confirmation. Like, I don't think that you took a blood oath to saying, yes, I am Emily's feedee. I mean, this shit's kind of, it's subtle. I mean, it kind of seemed like Emily had a more formal relationship in terms of feedee with her last partner. But with you, I mean, I don't know. From what I've gathered, Emily's sneaky. Golden Corral doesn't exist anymore? Really? You're kidding. There used to be one by the airport here. Is it gone? You're kidding. Golden Corral. No, it still exists. The one by the airport still exists. You're full of shit. Who was that? Mods? Get him. Who was that? How dare you spread... How dare you defame Golden Corral? The lies, the slander, the defamation about Golden Corral. Who was that? Dwight Wolfie. Mods, keep an eye on Dwight Wolfie. You're on thin ice.
What's happening here? 2, the fact that some people actually believe this is sick, but there are people who believe that I let Rarity out on purpose to stay in Wisconsin longer. Tommy didn't want me to leave. Tommy said I am welcome there forever. Rarity.
Why is she smiling? There we go again with that little smile. Tommy didn't want me to leave.
Believe that I let Rarity out on purpose to stay in Wisconsin longer. Tommy didn't want me to leave. Tommy said I am welcome there forever. Rarity is my heart, my soul, my best friend, my everything. I would have never in a million years done that. And if you know...
But you put her into a precarious situation by dragging her across the country. My heart, my soul, my everything. Well, I mean, Amber, you took a risk when you brought them across the country like that. Into a new area like that, around new pets, new environment. Duper's delight. Yeah, why is she smiling? Why is she smiling? Crescent Moon, thank you. Thanks for the streams. Thank you so much, Crescent Moon. I appreciate that. $12.99. Oh my god. Hi A. I uploaded a Girl World song to my channel. Please listen to it. I'll have to do that, A. Thank you. Oh my gosh. A Girl World song. I don't know. After Mr. Snowflake's Girl World album that he dropped, I don't really have high hopes for Girl World music, but who knows. Real Dave, thank you. I heard a story about a farmer that would buy a new cat every time the coyotes ate it. Then one day he realized he was feeding cats to coyotes. That's an interesting tale.
Me in person, you would know that to be true. But that's what people do. They create these really disgusting rumors about me and just like hold on to them for dear life. I know nothing I say will ever change anyone's opinion, but for the sake of answering the question, there's your answer. All right, you guys. So that is part 1, and I will see you guys soon for part 2. Bye.
Oh, we have screen tearing. Go away. Go away. Okay, there we go. Is that you, Teardrop? Exactly, Teardrop. Speaking of Teardrop, Chantal uploaded a video. Maybe we'll do that tomorrow. Well, actually, I don't know if we'll go live. Maybe Wednesday. It was tomorrow. Thursday. We're definitely going to go live Friday. We might go live tomorrow. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. But yeah, speaking of Teardrop, Foodie uploaded her little travel vlog. So we have to check that out. Hey, it's Lanny. Hey, Lanny. Was shopping and a worker had my phone looking for a coupon. She accidentally swiped up and saw the thumbnail of your video I was listening to, and it was 3 full body pics of Amber. She was scared. Oh my God. If you looked in my photo album, you would be terrified. I mean, like, some of the shit I have, I'm just opening up my photo album right now. Okay. 3 pictures of Amber. A picture of Amber in front of a cake. A picture of Sala. A picture of fan art of Amber. A picture of Amberlynn holding an armadillo. My photo album it needs help. It needs help. Jordy, Alexis is here. Is it the actual Alexis, or is it just like somebody that took her profile picture and put like Alexis? I don't see her. I see Aisha. Hi, Aisha. Where do you guys see Alexis? I don't see her. Is her name Lex or is it Alexis? Oh, there it is, Lex. Unfortunately, I am real. Well, there's a way to prove that. Let me pull up YouTube on a different thing. Alexis, do you have anything to say? Alexis, do you have anything to say? Do you have anything to add? Are y'all still friends? If we could ask Alexis one question, what would it be? Are y'all still friends? Spidey Lex. Okay, here, wait. Channel, go to channel. Oh, it is it is the real Alexis. Oh my God. Okay, all right. All right, Alexis. Give it to us straight. Me asking a lesbian. Give it to us straight. So y'all friends? You have anything to say? Anything you want to disclose? Jordy, stop. You're setting off my Alexa. Oh, I'm sorry. Speak your truth, Alexis. Well, I mean, Amberlynn doesn't live there. I don't think. I mean, if I had to guess, I don't think y'all are friends. I mean, it doesn't seem like. It kind of seems like, if anything, she's just trying to keep you at bay, trying to just keep you at arm's length. It's like, okay, well, I don't want to piss her off, so it's kind of whatever. I just want to say I didn't leak the video. We're not really friends like that anymore. A couple texts here and there, but nothing serious. That's kind of what I expected. I think that Amberlynn has a lot of hatred for you. I think that Amberlynn is really upset with you. She feels betrayed, et cetera, et cetera. So there's no longer the FaceTime dates, the 8 hours talking, whatever. I mean, this isn't really groundbreaking information. So Alexis here just kind of confirming that they talk every now and then, but it's pretty uneventful, and she wasn't the one that leaked the video. So, I mean, that was kind of the... So, I mean, Alexis said she didn't like the video. Amber says she didn't like the video. Emily said she didn't. Erica said she didn't. So, I mean, honestly, that leaves... Who does that leave? Get her on a call like this is LOLCal Live? I don't even know how I would call Alexis. I don't know. I don't even know if Alexis even wants to do that, or if she even has something to say. All right, Alexis. Well, if you have anything else to say, you're always welcome here. You're always welcome to come in and say hello, or Give us an update on things, etc. Lanny, thank you. Carissa, hey Carissa. May your year be filled with slushies. Amber unblocking you. Love and success that's bigger than Emily can grow, Amber. Oh, that would be pretty be eventful. That would be eventful growth. I don't know. I mean, my goal for 2025, I definitely want to hit 100,000 subscribers. I want to travel more. Yeah, I mean, I have some goals. I should probably lay off the slushies in all honesty. So I don't know about 2025 being full of slushies, but I don't know. Hard habit to kick. Thank you, Carissa. Volume 8 Rarity, thank you. Call her, she'll answer questions. I really don't have any. I mean, I don't really have anything to ask. Like, she's not friends. Because, I mean, here's the thing. The relationship that Alexis and Amberlynn had after they became friends again, like, I don't think that Amberlynn disclosed anything personal to her. And I also don't even know if Alexis is in the position right now to want to disclose anything. Carl should answer questions. I mean, I don't know, Alexis, do you have anything to say? Like, what is Slommy like IRL? She's already told us that she finds Emily to be an extremely mundane, boring person. Oh, here's a question. Was it awkward when you guys went to dinner? When she put up that casino vlog? Was that awkward? I mean, like, I could just, like, cut that tension with a knife. When it was Alexis, Amber, Emily, and that girl that you were seeing at the time. That just seemed like such an awkward dinner. Alexis may have looked for Rarity. Huh. Dora Explored Too Hard, thank you for becoming a member. Thanks for helping me fall asleep every night. I appreciate that. Thank you, Dora. Your username. Oh my god. Juniper, thank you so much for the bits, as well as those gifted memberships. I don't know if these come later or what, but I did see you gift memberships on Twitch. I really appreciate you doing that, Juniper. La Lee, thank you for becoming a member. It's interesting how she talks about reaction channels getting it when the feeder sites are the ones who got it. She's gaslighting again. Yeah, I mean, I don't remember what night that was that somebody DM'd that to me. I mean, I can look. It's on Twitter. Twitter. When was that? Was that Friday? It was Friday. So, it was posted on Twitter Friday the 27th. It was on Twitter either the 26th or the 27th. So, I mean, if those websites had it prior to the 26th or the 27th, little sus. Jordy, she answered. I feel like I'm looking for like a needle in a haystack right now. The dinner was awkward between me and Emily when we first met. I also offered to drive where Emily lives and help look for Rarity, but Amber declined. Yeah, she probably didn't want you involved. I mean, after that point, it's like, I think that Amber probably doesn't want you in her life, but like also doesn't want to freak out and doesn't want to like be a bitch, because she knows that if she does that, or if she does anything to like set you off, then, I mean, you could always just boot up the reaction channel again. So you offered to go look for Rarity and Amber told you no. I don't know. I mean, if it were my pet and I needed all the help that I could get, I might be willing to set aside differences, and I might be able to look past some things for the sake of the pet. So the fact that Amber told you not to come help and not to come look and help, I mean, that's a little shitty. That's pretty shitty. But I think that that's Amber's way of just, like, cutting you out of her life. I don't think that Amber would let Rarity out on purpose. That's kind of psychotic. I don't think she would do that. Huh. Yeah. We're cordial, but we'll never be as close as we once were. Yeah, I mean, there's sometimes at like that point in relationships or friendships, like where something happens and it's just like, this will like forever be changed. I think that that's kind of what happened with you kind of confronting her on what you confronted her on your channel and everything. But everything that you confronted her on, I mean, Amberlynn's response to it all was pretty lackadaisical, pretty immature and blasé. So I think that she could have handled that differently. Countess, thank you. I left some choice words for Amberlynn. She needs to take accountability for her actions and stop blaming them on other people. Oh, you might as well go outside and scream into the night sky. I don't think that that's going to do anything. Oh, God. No. So long as there are other people to blame and other people to pin shit on, I don't think that that'll be an opportunity. Or, I mean, I don't think that that'll be an option for her. Scat McCat, thank you. The fruit is so low-hanging, it's a watermelon growing on a vine on the ground. I mansplained that for Jordy because he is dense. I am dense in all caps. Thank you, Scat McCat. Jordy, you know she's here on Amber's behalf. Be cautious. I don't know that she's not here on Amber's behalf. I mean, she didn't really say it. She just said, like, she and Amber aren't really friends anymore. I mean, like, I don't know. Just like the way that I see it, the way that I see that playing out. I mean, if I was Amber, I wouldn't want to be friends with her anymore. So I think that it's just kind of, I don't know. They've both moved on. Ashcam, thank you. She keeps saying she sent it to reaction channels, not saying who leaked the video. I bet she thinks you did it. She's trying to villainize reaction channels. She keeps saying sent it to reaction channels, not saying who. Well, she thinks that Erica leaked it. She said that in her last video. So she says that she thinks Erica's the one that did it. I mean, if I was really the one that wanted to leak it, I mean, I would have done it back in August. Back when I had the opportunity to do it back in August, I would have done it back in August. So no, I don't think that Amberlynn thinks it's me. I think that she still thinks that it's Erica. But Erica says it wasn't her. So, I mean, this is just coming down to she said. Kraken, hey. Now, I do think Emily was behind the release with Amber going along. Amber needs to leave. She doesn't understand the danger she's in. This is scary. Well, I don't think that Amberlynn would take too kindly to you suggesting that Emily was behind the one that let the cat out. But I also think that Amber would cover for her. So, I don't know. Whatever happened to the NBC article? Yeah, I thought that was supposed to get posted in late December. Whatever happened to that? I don't know. Maybe sometime in January it'll come out. Winifred Beans, hello. Oak, willow, and walnut are all trees. Emily was the one that leaked it. Oh my gosh. Oh. Oak, willow, and walnut. The deadly three. We haven't seen anything that heinous since Plain Cheeseburger, Sofa King, and Lambo. Oh no. Watch out, girl world. There's a new trio in town. CG, thank you. It's an interesting coincidence that the Walnut account was made 2 months ago when she was in Wisconsin and not doing YouTube content. Coincidence? Oh, I mean, this is actually the first time I'm seeing this. I mean, it may have said that on that screenshot and I just didn't realize, but that account was made 2 months ago. Oh. Well, I mean, if it was someone just trying to mess with Amber, like in the past week, you would think like, oh, they made this account from a while ago. But the fact that they made it back in, I guess, late October, early November, that's... I don't know. Eugenia Cooney, thank you so much for that. Duh, Jordy. Emily is my live-in nurse soon. I have no response to that. Kate Tails, thank you so much for 4 months. It's been 4 months since Katie Bird roped me into the shorties with the gifted memberships, and I just had to stay. Jordy Live are the highlight of my day. Thank you so much for saying that, Kate Tails. We are so happy that you are here. Thank you so much for continuing your membership. Stardust, hello. Do you think she's not over Erica, and do you think that it's because she misses being the other woman? Well, I mean, I think that Amberlynn definitely likes to keep her opportunities and options open. And now that she knows that Erica and Brittany are broken up, I mean, say things went south with Emily. Amberlynn, knowing that Erica's single now, I mean, hey, how you doing? How you been? Oh gosh, all that stuff that happened this past year, that was so crazy. How's Brittany? Oh, you guys aren't together? Oh my God. Oh. Well, I'm actually not seeing anyone either. I don't know what goes through her head. S, thank you. How does Amber get off saying you live in your mom's basement when her mom's her personal driver and her skin looks like a corpse when she doesn't leave her house? I'd rather be a WoW player than a bed blob. A bed blob. You know what just came to mind when you said bed blob? The scene from Charlie and the Chocolate Factory where like all the old people are all like sitting in bed like that. I don't know. If Amberlynn wants to continue to say that I live in my mom's basement, more power to her. I volume 8 Rarity, thank you so much. Biggest snake she ever held. No, babes, that's you and your body weight. Can we get some pink emojis when I send in chats? Some pink emojis. I volume 8 Rarity. Maybe, I don't know, if volume eating is going to continue to be a mainstay on our program. We haven't heard about it in a minute. Volume eating. I don't know. Dead Switch, thank you for becoming a member. Kate Tails, thank you again. Just imagine if she ever sees Shorty with the ALR 5724 license plate. The stalking nonsense would go wild. Well, like I said, if you guys ever see me driving, you'll know it's me because my license plate actually says Jordy. I got it when I was 17. And when you get a vanity plate like that, sometimes like I guess like prisoners or like people in jail like make them. It's like a part of like their rehabilitation program or something. Like sometimes like prisoners are the ones that make them. Mine's signed on the back. Like whoever made my license plate, like they signed it. But yeah, I mean, hey, if you ever see a PA license plate, I mean, you'll know it's me. Thank you so much for that, Kate. Hi S. Her gallbladder was acting up because she was eating fat stuff like pork rinds when she was on keto. She lied. It's not Ozempic, it's the pork rinds. That's too funny. Thank you, S. Quart of milk. Hey, Quart of milk. Amber will do anything for a partner, and Emily will do anything to fuel the fetish. It's a horrible combo. Like I've said, I think that Amber getting in cahoots with this girl was the worst possible thing that could have happened. But here we are. Here we are. Little Princess Jitterglitterbug, thank you for 4 months. Remember, like the stream. Love y'all. Love you, Little Princess Jitterglitterbug. If you guys wouldn't mind, just press the thumbs up button. It helps with things. S, thank you. How is it a rumor when there is literal proof of someone passed away from feeder content? I mean, it's just like, it's crazy. It's crazy when she comes on here and says the rumors are absolutely not true. It's like, what do you have to say about this picture, Amber? What do you have to say about these pictures? All of these pictures. I mean, are they AI? I don't know. Whatever. Iron Feathers, thank you. BPD, thank you. BPD would be a cute name for a parakeet. BPD. BPD? Yeah, that would be a cute name for a bird. Oh, I like that. I don't know. Well, people are speculating that Amber's going to get a new pet. People are speculating that Amber's going to get a new pet. Maybe a bird. A parakeet named BPD. Oh, gosh. Alexis and Amber hung out 3 times while Amber was in Wisconsin. Okay, so, I mean, one of the times being the time that they went to the casino. So it was pretty short-lived. I think that that was very much so done on purpose. I think that Amberlynn wanted to make nice with Alexis. I think that she wanted to hang out with her and like stay on neutral terms with her. Didn't want to like upset her or anything, but just so much to the point where she could kind of let the friendship fizzle. Amber and Emily contacted a lawyer, and allegedly the lawyer sent me a cease and desist when I started the videos, but I never received it. They got a lawyer? I don't think that people know how that works. What always is just so crazy to me is like, if you can't like even get somebody of like violating YouTube terms of service, how do you think that you're going to win a civil court case? They sent you a cease and desist, but you never got it. Oh. God. Lawyer gate. Lawyer send letters with restricted delivery with signature confirmation. If no letter was received, then no lawyer sent anything. Wow. I don't know. Raindrop, thank you. The scale could show 599 and she would brag about not being 600. She really needs to accept the reality of her weight and size. And really the direness of the situation about how things need to change, and they need to change drastically today, not tomorrow, not next Monday, not after the weekend's over. Now. S, thank you. She made the decision to go off the BPD meds 2 summers ago. Yeah, I mean, Amberlynn said so, like, she's not always the best about taking her meds. Or if she does take them, it's like kind of piecemeal. Like, oh yeah, I took my meds on Wednesday, but I didn't take them again until Saturday. It's like, with those kind of meds especially, you gotta be taking those every day. I mean, preferably at the same time every day. I mean, like, I know some of those meds, like, I have heard horror stories about people that take, like, Effexor, for example. If you miss a dose of Effexor, it's like, it's shitty. Like, you feel it, like, immediately. I mean, I can miss, like, a couple days of Prozac and not notice anything. I could probably miss, like, a whole week of Prozac, honestly, and still be okay. But It works better when you take it every day. So it's really important. See, and like that's the thing. That's the thing with those kind of meds. People take them, they get better, and then they're like, "Oh, okay, I feel better. I don't need them anymore." Like, no, you feel better because you're taking them. Carissa, thank you. I don't have BPD, but it made me mad when she started talking about it like she was diagnosed with it, and she hasn't. It's just Dr. Google. Oh God, Dr. Google. Chat BPD. Thank you, Carissa. Half pint. BPD is typically treated with DBT, CBT, and medication. It's learning to ride the wave of your emotion without allowing it to dictate your behavior. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that sounds like you're feeling this way, but I mean, you can either listen to yourself, you can have a temper tantrum, you can freak out, or take a deep breath, count to 10. Realize what you're about to do. Realize what you're about to say. I mean, honestly, I feel like everybody to some extent would benefit from DBT and CBT. I mean, think about all like the people out there that just fly off the handle, who have no self-discipline, like can't regulate their emotions, whatever. I mean, have you ever seen it like little league baseball games, like parents like frothing at the mouth, like chewing out empires, like saying like all sorts of stuff. It's like little kid baseball games, and you're acting like this. I mean, it's like no self-discipline. I think everybody to some extent would benefit. LMA, thank you. I did DBT and she won't because it's hard work and it forces you to come to terms with your own shortcomings. I think that the part of therapy that Amberlynn would struggle with is the hard work part, because to her, going into therapy and just trauma dumping on a therapist and treating them like her personal sponge, that's not what therapy is. Therapy is about hard work. It's about discipline. It's about treating your body correctly and over a long period of time, too. It's not just going in and talking to someone on a comfortable couch. That's not what therapy is. It's a part of it, but the hard part is what you're suggesting. Aaron, thank you. I hope she stopped using BPD as an excuse. I busted my ass in DBT and made strides. I'm tired of the demonization. She feeds the stigma. You're not the first person to express frustration when it comes to Amberlynn and her flippantness with BPD and kind of talking about it and using it as a shield and using it as an excuse, etc. You're definitely not the first person. Little Robert, thank you. Is she seriously trying to educate us right now? Well, hey, listen, she got a 3.9 GPA. Maybe she knows what she's talking about Teacher Lynn. Kiba girl, hey. YouTube didn't let me know you were live and I hit the bell. Oh, hey. I mean, you know, I guess if that notification doesn't work, I guess that you can just stare at your YouTube app and refresh until you see a red dot next to my username. I'm sorry, Kiba. Thank you, though. Prison Becky, hello. How do they do it? With sticky mop handles? Okay. Thank you, Prison Becky. Yes, okay, hello. Can you please say hi to my wife, Elizabeth? She watches you all the time. Of course I can. Yes, okay. Hello to Lisbeth. Thank you so much for watching. Really appreciate you finding the streams entertaining. Thank you for coming back. And hello to Lisbeth's husband. Thank you for sending that in. The body logistics aren't logisticking for... Oh. Well... Prison Becky, I hate that you're continuing this conversation about this concept, but... There's many different ways to have that activity go down. Maybe... I mean, like, but you have to remember, Amberlynn probably considers it a little bit differently than other people might, because, I mean, in one of her Instagram questions from a while back, someone asked her what her body count was. And Amberlynn said, well, are we counting, like, going all the way? Are we counting, like, hardcore makeouts? So it's like, what does Amberlynn consider doing the deed? You know what I mean? If hardcore making out comes up on the, like, trajectory of you having a new body on your body count. I mean, we're moving on. We're moving on. Xena, thank you. I've been a lurker and replay girl for a long time. Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you, Xena. Thank you so much for your replay participation. I appreciate all my replay members. Thank you for sending that in. Katrina, thank you. Alexis, admit that she's lying about BPD. I mean, Alexis in her videos, they're not up anymore, but I mean, I'd imagine you could see them somehow. A lot of her videos I've reacted to when all that went down a few months ago. I know that Alexis has voiced frustration about Amberlynn and her kind of attitude toward BPD and the way that she kind of uses it as like a scapegoat. So, PJ, thank you for becoming a member. Velocitoddler, thank you. Your camera roll sounds sick. Mods. My camera roll. Oh my gosh, my camera roll. Too funny. Too funny. It's mainly just girl world stuff. And like, I don't even know what else. Memes. Girl world stuff, memes. I have those pictures when I did that Halloween photo shoot as the Grim Feeder. Avi Marie, thank you. I just got here, hashtag replay gang. I introduced my sister-in-law and she loves you. Well, thank you so much, Avi Marie, sister. Appreciate that. Oh my gosh, this is moving so fast. Really appreciate you guys being here. Thank you for sending that in. Happy New Year to you guys. Slurping Soup, thank you. My favorite Harry Potter character is Rarity is Gongolus. Okay, so you're trying to make some type of rarity joke out of Harry Potter. You're on the right track, Slurping Sloop. Maybe run that one through the editor. Maybe I just didn't give it the Harry Potter college try, but Rarity Gongolus. I don't know. What we could refine that. We could refine that. Thank you, Slurping Soup. Isabel Schumacher, thank you, Isabel. My theory is that Rarity was found deceased, so Amberlynn left Wisconsin and is desperately trying to say otherwise. Otherwise, why would she leave if Tommy begged her to stay? For the apartment? Bull. Because she likes being an independent girly pop. Because she likes being on her own. She likes being near her mom. She likes, but yeah. It's not because of the cat, apparently. It's not because of the cat. Kraken, hi. I meant Emily released video. Oh, it was a typo? Gotcha. Linda, hi. Thank you for becoming a member, Linda. Hokadoka, thank you for becoming a member on Twitch. Hello. Isabel, thank you again. Jordy, I love your coverage of Eugenia and Huge Enya. You did not just call Amberlynn Huge Enya. I cannot believe I've never heard that joke been made. Huge Enya. That's bad. That is bad. But speaking of Eugenia, I wanna check up on old Eugenia soon. Oh my god. We have to catch up on Eugenia before TikTok gets taken down. Because I mean, who knows? The next we'll hear from her. Bree, thank you so much for that. Princess Jitterglitter, thank you for 6 months. Appreciate that. Dual platform girly pop. Hey, thank you so much for being on both platforms. Linda, thank you for 9 months. I get to add another baby to the crib tonight. Yes. Amber, your girlfriend's a feeder, and you're a trash bin. Match made in hell. Kind of, you're not the first person to say that they deserve each other. Kraken, thank you. Appreciate all the entertainment you brought in 2024 and how much joy I get from this community. Y'all have helped me during incredibly stressful times. I hope we have an amazing 2025. I hope we have an amazing 2025 as well. Thank you so much for being here. Glad to hear that the streams can provide something for you in your life. Angela Valentine, thank you for 11 months. Since my surgery in September, I went from a 4X to a 1X. Speaking of 4X, there's no way Amber could fit anywhere in a 4X. Oh my gosh, you're at a now single 1X. Congratulations, that is incredible. Oh my gosh. I don't know. I don't know if Amberlynn says that she's a 4X, she's a 4. in Torrid. So I don't know if that's the same thing as a 4X. It might be is. I don't know. I don't know. Little Seal Girl, thank you. DBT is often conducted in groups, and that would not fly with Ambi. She wants it to be all about her. But DBT can also be useful to anyone with intense emotions. Interesting. Thank you, Little Seal Girl. Yeah, I don't know how Amber would do in a group setting like that. I don't think that she would do well in a group setting. It's all about me. Spotlight's on me. Yeah, I don't know if the group setting would work. Avery's Jungle, thank you so much. I've only just now learned to control my out of burst experiences, and I was diagnosed like 20 years ago. Amber doesn't have it at all. It takes a long time. It takes a long time. It definitely takes a long time. But glad to hear that you have made progress in your journey, Avery. Thank you so much for sharing that. Yeah, Amberlynn doesn't seem like to have really started much with anything. Danny, thank you for becoming a member. Kelly, darling. Thank you so much, Kelly. Happy 2025 to you. Appreciate you sending that in. Thank you, thank you. Jay, hi. Amber's the anthem. I'm off to see the feeder, the wonderful feeder of Osh. Bad. Oh my gosh. I don't know if everybody got that joke, but for those that do, you probably agree. Bad. Rosie, thank you for 10 months. Wentz, thank you. Jordy, why do you think despite being on the internet forever and being besties with Jeffrey, Eugenia's makeup still looks like that? I mean, I don't think it's so much that Eugenia is bad at makeup. I think it has more to do with, like, the canvas that she's working with, which is because of... So, yeah. Well, everybody, I think that is going to be it for our January 1st live stream. It is a new year, new possibilities. Who knows what will happen in Girl World this year? I mean, the Amberverse has been an interesting ride in 2024. Who knows? Is it going to die down? Is it going to speed up? Are more allegations going to come out? Is something going to leak? I don't know. I really don't know. But what I do know is that we will be here to observe. So really appreciate everybody being here. Thank you so much for all of the super chats, bits, gifted memberships. The gifted memberships were insane this evening. Thank you again to some of those gifted memberships. Alexander Johnson with 50 gifted memberships. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much, guys. I hope you have a good rest of your month. Where is Alexis Shook? Alexis Shook put out a post. Sorry. Alexis Shook put out a post, I think like a week ago, saying that he's been doing this kind of thing for a while now, like internet drama, making videos, and he's never really... Sorry, oh my God. He's never really had a break. He's never really taken some time away to himself and everything. So he's just been needing to do that for the past several weeks. I'd imagine that he has plans to come back and make content again. So yeah, that's kind of where he's been. Jackie Toast, thank you so much. Happy New Year, girls. Happy New Year to you, Jackie. Thank you so much for sending that in. Sneaking in that super chat at the very end. Jordy, you're sick. I'm sick. You know what? I'm actually sick. I'm sick of this chest congestion. I need to get the humidifiers going. I don't know. I just feel like Flonase could get rid of this. I thought it was going to be real quick on, real quick off. That's not been the case. Ugh. All right, guys. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. Another fun stream in the